Danse. Hello, I'm Eagle Heart Woman, and I'm here today to give another sharing from the elders and what they shared with me about spirit. I would like to talk about spirit today because it's something that's largely left out of the teachings that a lot of manifestors are giving. They talk a lot about the subconscious mind and to act and feel as though you already have the thing that you want. But also, I'd just like to remind everybody that, yes, we're looking at the world. I've mentioned that it's not real. But what the elders told me is that the spirit world is real. And a lot of us do not like to think about death. It strikes a lot of fear in people because they don't know what's going to happen when the lights finally go out and they are in this, whatever they believe is in the next world. And unfortunately, religions have talked a lot about hellish realms. And from what the elders told me, in the Cree way, there is no hell. There is only the spirit world and your spirit. So they called this the Earth Walk. And actually, I've been with elders and I've been in a room, and it was actually one of my aunts who we were talking away, and she just said, "Shh, just a moment." And she said, "There's a spirit here. It's a little baby spirit. And it's looking around because it's looking for someone who might be its next mother. It's looking for its mother." And of course, I was about 18 at the time, and I was quiet like everybody else, but of course, I was doubting that there was actually a spirit in the room. But then I had my cousins who were also there, and Colette, I kid you not, became pregnant within the next month. So, what this reflects is that, yes, we are spirit, and we take on a body to come into this world and experience life, to experience what we need to experience, and to, as R.J. Spina says, an amazing teacher, as we ascend the frequencies, as we vibrate higher and higher and come into love, we will not need to learn anything else, and we'll be able to ascend the frequencies and become eventually almost like angelic beings who vibrate, very quickly. So I mentioned before that in the sweat lodge, spirits often come in, especially in the form of animals, and you might feel a wing, you might feel the air, and that's the wing of an eagle, or feel something snort in front of you and feel a warm breath on your arm, and that could be a bear. So the fact that spirit is everything, in the Cree language, everything is animate. There's nothing that's alive and nothing that's not alive. Rocks are alive. Trees are alive. Everything, flowers, everything, animals. So when you realize that these spirits have only taken on a form to exist on this earth. And that's why, as romantic as it sounds, a lot of my people could communicate with animals, could learn things from the trees, and often animals would appear to them in their dreams, especially the bear, because he digs for roots and he knows about medicinal plants. So people will have the bear appear to them, and that's how a lot of our medicines came to be. Some Cree medicines have 100 different plants in them. And how did they know? How did my ancestors know which plants? And some can be very poisonous to put into a medicine. It was because the bear appeared to them in a dream and told them what plants would be good as a blood purifier, or something that was good to put on cuts that would help the cut to heal. So to say that everything is connected and that everything is spirit is an understatement to my people. So you are pure spirit, and what you carry with you, what you don't deal with, you will carry with you to the other side, and probably have to come back again and live another life here until you learn what it is that you need to learn. And basically, being non judgmental and being in love is the highest state that you can be in. Babies come into this world, you came into this world intact as a beautiful spirit, fresh and clean. And I'm going to talk about Wee Whipson because that is the swing, a baby swing. Well, I'll talk about it right now. When babies were probably from before they could crawl, they were put into a baby swing, and it's like a hammock, and it is hot tied between the poles of a teepee so that it stretches maybe 5 feet long, and there's blankets interwoven between the ropes, and the baby was laid in there in its moss bag, and the mother could just easily swing the wee whipson back and forth, and that swinging calms the baby, and that baby probably is often going back to the spirit world to get what it needs and to bring it back into this world when it wakes up. So the way that Wee Whipson was used for babies, and there is a little story about how Wee Whipson came to this world. There was a young girl who was tasked with looking after all of the babies in a village, in a camp one day, and she had about 12 babies, and they all started to cry at once, and she was supposed to be skinning hide, but all of these babies were taking up so much of her time, and she began to get frustrated and start crying, and the spirit of a grandmother came to her and taught her how to make a baby swing, and taught her how to just swing the babies back and forth. And she did this. And right away, as soon as the babies were put into the wee whips on the cradle, they all fell asleep, and she was able to get done what she needed to do. Again, so many of the things that Indigenous people came up with came to them from the spirit world in dreams and in visions. So again, Wee Whipson, as you are this beautiful spiritual being, you were clean. But along the way, in this earth walk, perhaps you didn't get what you wanted. And perhaps you were not treated well. And perhaps somebody told you that you're never going to amount to anything. Your mother may have been busy one day and you were bothering her, and she said, "Go away, I'm busy. You're always bothering me." And and you just felt abandoned. And abandonment is a big thing that a lot of people feel. These kinds of hurts, especially when you're a child, are taken deep inside the body and into the subconscious mind, where the subconscious mind believes it's true. And the subconscious mind will then go about making whatever you believe to be true, true. And the first example that I can think of is if there's a woman who was abused as a child, she begins to think that abuse is the norm. She believes that she will continue to experience abuse. So then look at the kind, and she begins to vibrate at a certain rate, and start to look at the kind of partners, the kind of men that she attracts, they'll often be abusive men. And this will continue until she cleans out whatever it was that made her believe that she was meant to be abused. And in Wee Whipson, when I do this therapy with you, we will put you into a deep, deep, relaxed state. And with prayer and with your spirit song, I will go with you into your subconscious mind. And if there is something that keeps recurring in your life, it's a belief that is deeply held in your subconscious mind. And I can take you by the hand as that little child and go back into that situation. It only has to be experienced for 2 seconds. There is in no way any chance that I'm trying to re-traumatize you. But together, we can take that incident out, that memory out, that belief, and then we update that child, because in many ways that child has stopped developing because it was so hurt and so wounded. So I will take you as an adult, and you will hold your inner child and go into a situation with your inner child, perhaps a fearful or a scary situation, but the adult self will be holding the child self. And together we will heal that deep wound, that deeply held belief that you are not worthy of certain things, that you need to feel guilty about something. There's always an initializing event that probably is held deeply in your subconscious mind, that is the reason that the same kind of situation comes around and around again. Perhaps you were told that this is a very common one, that money is evil, money doesn't grow on trees, you have to work hard to get money. So again, if you believe that, that's what you're going to receive in life. We can help to remove those catalysts, I'm going to call them, that continue to keep you stuck, and replace those with the opposite. Now, before I leave you today, and maybe you are interested in Wee Whipson, and I hope that you will visit the Eagle Heart Manifestation group. I guess it's a page on Facebook, and you can message me there and let me know if you're interested in a Wee Whipson ceremony. By the way, the Wee Whipson ceremony that I'm using is an adaptation from a vision that my girlfriend Darlene P. Auger had. She saw a baby swing, but yet she saw an adult in it. And she had to have her vision kind of translated to her by the elders, but they told her that this is what you're meant to do, to take adults back into a cradle, back into Wee Whipson, sway them gently, sing them their spirit song. And then I use the adaptation to use hypnotherapy, which is a very powerful way of asking the subconscious mind to reveal to you what you need to know in a way that you will understand, and in a way that it will be easy to accept what it is that you need to know and how to heal it. It's the quickest way of therapy that there is. It goes right to the heart, and it may take a couple of sessions, but you'll be amazed sometimes to find out those deeply, deeply held beliefs that you have about yourself and about the world. And they are the culprits for you having negative talk. Sometimes that you forget you're even telling yourself that, no, you can't do this. It would be nice to have this, but no, I don't deserve it. And that's how we will heal together with Wee Whipson and return that baby spirit back to who he or she was, clean and ready to learn in this world. I'd like you to subscribe and like this video and comment at the end so that I can keep making these videos. And I have a lot of ideas. I'd like to bring in some elders that I know now who will talk more about spirit and healing and how you can, again, take something from the spirit world and give it form in this physical world. That's all I have for now. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're happy, and we'll see you again soon. Hi, Kinan Skomatin. Thank you.